Framing looks good. Check. All right. So today, gotta get some parts over the powder coater. The frame's been cleaned up already. It was just scrubbing, a little degreasing. Not exciting, not even worth watching. I did it at the car wash too, which made it even more logistically difficult to record such a thing. I look like a fucking fruitcake at the car wash with my camera out. We're not gonna do that. So we get the wonderful experience of pulling bearings out of a swing arm, which is, it's not the worst job in the world. It's can be time consuming depending on how long those bearings have been in there. A la 17 years, but whatever. Definitely ignore the size of this crescent wrench right here. That's a completely normal size for a crescent wrench. Don't even look at it. Stop looking at it. Anyway, so let's get this started. We're going to tear this thing down, basically take all the components off of it, pull the bearings out of it, and things are coming together. I know it may seem slow, but who even knows when I recorded this? It could have been weeks ago. Who knows? Who knows? Mysteries of video making. You never know what's really going on behind the scenes. It's all smoke and mirrors anyway. So let's get to it. Woo! Jesus. So if you hate yourself and you want to take out swing arm bearings, so best way to do this, find a socket that will fit over in your hole and rest against the bearings. In my case, this is the 13/16. Like to use American stuff to take out that Euro trash millimeter nonsense. We're gonna get it started in the vise, and we're going to just start pressing. I'll put a block of wood on this side and just start moving the bearings out. Eventually, I will start shifting sockets around until I can get them pushed into a larger socket that will end up like that in the vise. No sense in worrying about this right now because the bearings, as you'll see if you look inside of there, have a little ways to go before we even need to worry about them falling into our big giant socket. There's a couple tips here that I would share with you. Outside of not being frustrated, just take it easy, take it slow. You don't want to damage anything. You don't want to just shove your swing arm in here into the teeth of your vise because it'll mar it up and scratch it up. But we can use blocks of wood, come saw, just like that, and protect our swing arm. This isn't that hard. It's just a pain in the ass. I'm sure they make tools to do this, but who the hell is going to spend 60, 70, 120 bucks for tools when you could just use sockets and vices the way our grandparents did? All right, 13/16 is going to go on the inside. We're going to press the, look at my glove is all jacked up. Let's get rid of those things. All right, buddies. All right, so we get our 13/16 here on the inside of the swing arm. We're going to press the bearings towards this block of wood. When the bearings get close to the block of wood, we will take our very large socket, replace the block of wood with this. The bearings, as we keep cranking down on the vise, will fall into the inside of this. So here's a tip for you though. Apply liberal amounts of heat. But as you get a little tension on it, oh yeah, and we put a little heat, you'll hear things start moving on their own. Because heat really does help. So we got a little tension on the vise. There it is. You hear it pop? We can start cranking down on this thing. And as the bearings touch each other, it will get more difficult. You just apply more heat and a little more elbow grease. But you want to make sure you don't smash your knuckles on anything if this thing gives. Okay, more heat is required. More heat is required. So the bearings are all steel. The aluminum is obviously, well, aluminum. And the aluminum heats up a lot quicker than the steel does, so it ends up getting, obviously your bearing surfaces become a lot less constricted as the aluminum heats up. There we go, that's what we wanted to hear. So as those bearings get seated in there for a long time, say over a period of 17 years, they're stuck to the aluminum. So it definitely requires heat to get them moving. As you can see, our bearing is starting to get to the point where it's going to hit the block of wood, so we will put our socket on here and let these fall into the socket. Yeah, we're going, we're moving, baby. Getting easier, they're about to pop, and it'll fall out of here when it does. Maybe. There we go. Woot. Couple bearings. What? Now we can take these to powder coat after I peel this dumb sticker off. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this teardown of a YZ250 swing arm. And I hope it was as exciting and riveting for you as it was for me. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and definitely consider subscribing so you can follow along with this YZ250 woods build. Anyway, I got a question for you. Do you like cleaning videos? Do you like videos of parts being cleaned, shined up, stuff like that? There's gonna be some of that, but should there be more of that? I need to know. I think there's a lot of people like me who love to watch some OCD activity just happening. And I know that's not everybody. There's gotta be some weird fetishists out there like myself that enjoy it. Just let me know what you think in the comments below. Anyway, thanks for watching.